I'm so glad to hear that. Hells to the yeah. Okay. Last message. What's the overall spiritual energy? Traitors. Traitorous. Conspiracy. Conspiracy theorists and traitors. Falsehood. Falsehood. People that are false, traitorous, and conspirators. But you're protected against whatever this is here. Oh, black magic. Yeah, you're protected against this. Yes, you are, boo-boo thing. All right, you good. You good. All right. Strongest, let's see, life path 7, 6, 11, 2, and 8 could be significant. Somebody here could be 26 or be born in 62. Somebody here could be 38 or be born in 83. Somebody here could be 24 or 42 or 25 or 52. The following dates could be significant. August 11th, August 2nd, August 6th, August 24th, August 25th, August 7th. February 26th, February 8th, February 11th, February 24th, February 6th, February 25th, February 7th. November 26th, November 8th, November 2nd, November 24th, November 6th, November 25th, November 7th. June 26th, June 8th, June 11th, June 2nd, June 25th, June 7th, and lastly, July 26th, July 8th, July 11th, July 2nd, July 24th, July 6th. Could be significant dates. The letters B as in Bob, H as in Henry, and G as in Gertrude could be significant. First, middle, last initials, you, them, or who they're dealing with. Somebody's extremely like fake and false and disingenuous here. Maybe a group of people, we'll see. Yeah, they don't play by the rules. They disregard rules. These are people with double standard. I can't talk, y'all. It's Mercury is retrograde. These are people with double standards, y'all. They don't think that the rules apply to them. Okay. Hold up. I'm being called to use this deck. Hold up. Make sure you're following me in case I get disconnected, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, so one side is calm and the other is not. This could be a group or this could be one person. So someone is calm, the other isn't, or the others aren't. Whoa. Yeah, somebody shouldn't have been so stubborn. They should have been more introverted and not taken this bribe, not drink the Kool-Aid. This is justice, whatever's happening now. This broken alliance because of pride. They shouldn't have protested. Something wasn't merit making. They were masking. They shouldn't have joined this collaboration or drank the Kool-Aid. It's a disaster. Ooh-wee. Now they need help because somebody won't stop. Now somebody wants to compromise. Yikes, y'all. What is going on here? Ooh-wee. Hold on, guys. You could have the animal spirit of an owl. Very unusual powers of discernment. Wise. You could see through the mysteries, the moon energy. You could have seen that something here was not a beautiful situation. Something was ugly. And you saw it without having all of the knowledge available to you. You felt it. You saw it. Hold up, y'all. I'm not signing off. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm just restarting my music. Okay. What's up? Hey girl. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's like you could have had a lot of insight here. You're very wise. Somebody here is like a wise owl. You could have saw that something wasn't beautiful and there was no love here. Some in a union, or there was no growth. And it's like there needed to be compassion here, or mercy, or diplomacy in order to protect something. You could have tried to show compassion to protect somebody from some kind of storm. Okay, owls could definitely be significant. Yeah, but somebody didn't have willpower. So you could have tried to protect somebody out of compassion, but they didn't listen to you. They did not. Sadly here. So let's see what this is. All right. They didn't have willpower, even though you had spiritual protection, is what I'm hearing. You could be like royalty in the spirit plane. The angels could love you like their baby, is what I'm hearing. It's like somebody needed to adapt. There needed to be, there's a lot of potential here. You were really somebody's friend. You really loved hanging out with this person, and you wanted, you were very trustworthy, but this person has addictive patterns. And you knew that this was going to be bad for them. There was somebody that came through that was going to feed the shadow side of somebody that you loved. And unfortunately, somebody didn't have the willpower to discern. You tried to chat openly with this person. This could be somebody that you really love and care about. But at the end of the day, they were a player, a smooth talker, and now there's nothing to celebrate. Because somebody is a red flag. Okay, now something is a red flag. And you're not going to be going on some kind of rotation system or bicycle or cycle. Okay, like something isn't able to move forward. There's no movement here now because of this, whatever happened here. Somebody didn't listen to your wise owl advice here. Okay, They were dealing with somebody who was masking, or they themselves were masking, okay? That's what I'm getting, and they shouldn't have worked with these people because now justice is here. Whatever's happening now is the result of people's actions. It's karmic justice coming into play, which doesn't surprise me because it's Mercury retrograde until the 29th, and during Mercury retrograde as well as the shadow period, it's all about, you know, justice, reflection, you know, closing out old cycles, you know, karmics coming back up in the woodwork, and stuff like this. Yeah, we're doing the collective right now. All right, so let's see. What is the overall... tarot energy here? The Chariot. Somebody here has control over their life, and they're moving forward. They're leaving. They're letting go of something because they want balance in their life. And there's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. This is disturbing news. It's leading to an ending, or it's a disturbing news for a Scorpio, one of the two. Somebody has control over their life, and they're moving forward. They're letting go, and because they need equilibrium, they need balance. And this is bad news for a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, some kind of gold digger, or somebody very superficial or shallow or selfish. Could be distorted earth sign feminine or Scorpio. Provides liberation and illumination, incites jealousy and envy. Those could be common themes here. Reveals the past and the future, reconciles friends and enemies. Sower of discord, slayer of men. Interesting. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see. What is going on? Spirit. Spirit. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, the Most High. Calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity with intention towards our blessed North Node path. Please help me bring forth the most important messages for my current collective Clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart, from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective and myself, we love you, we thank you, we trust you. Somebody's been a starseed since they were a child. They've been different since they were a child. Okay, this could have to do with a breakup. Duality. Unbalanced yin or yang energy. Somebody's stuck. Something's stuck. There's no movement, or somebody waited too long. Yeah, because somebody is happy and they love themselves with the 9 of Cups, and it's leading to a 10 of Pentacles, which is like generational wealth. Yeah, people want to work with this person. This could be you or somebody that, you know, is in your energy. Something was a waste of time. Somebody's reaping what they've sown. This is somebody who didn't give you what you deserved. There could have been envy here involved. The problem is you're planting new seeds, or somebody is, and you're holding back now from someone. Yeah, you're very guarded towards somebody here. We have the 9 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Somebody here could be a tarot reader. Doesn't have to be. Or they could just be really interested in esoteric knowledge. Somebody could be learning something new, planting new seeds is the problem, and they're very happy and they love themselves. They're in a very balanced, content energy. And to somebody who didn't put in the effort or the work, or wanted reward without effort, and wanted to play it safe and, you know, fast track ahead somehow, sloppy workmanship, something wasn't merit making here. So now they're literally watching somebody move forward and expand and think bigger picture without them, is what it feels like. Because somebody turned into a walking red flag because of their addictions. Yes, it's a Tower. Deep down, the realization of who you really are, which is coming out as a Queen of Pentacles who's in control over their life, is a Tower for somebody very childish. Your position in society, your title, the fact that you're moving forward, maybe some of you are getting married, maybe you sit in a high position, you have some kind of title in society or influence, or institutional support. This is a Tower for somebody. Realizing who you really are is a Tower. This could be somebody from the past that actually really misses you, or you had unconditional love with, or somebody that wants to deep down get together, but they left you behind, or you have since left and went towards peace after realizing that this person has no boundaries, and they don't fight for anything. In the past, you could have caught somebody being a player in some kind of lusty energy here, going after different desires that did not include you. What's the strength? Your faith, answering only to the divine, holy love, some kind of title. In the near future, somebody's ending something in order to go after their happiness, or in order to be happy. Somebody could see somebody as their happiness, but they could see that they've transformed so much that it has them thinking about a lot, especially how they didn't show up in this relationship or in this friendship or whatever this is as somebody who was putting in the effort. And it's like, you deserve everything. You deserve the best is what I'm seeing here. Aw, I'm reading what you're saying, guys. I haven't seen it. What's up, Kate? What's up, Jen? What's up? Okay, somebody's thinking about this now. They're taking a break in the near future to think about an ending, to think about somebody's transformation and how they didn't put any effort in. And they're also thinking about, like, they're comparing, they're comparing where you're at now with the work that you put in and the merit that you have versus where they're at and where the people they're around are at and the work that they didn't put in. And they're really kind of like, yeah, they're really thinking about this breakup and the separation, is what I'm getting at. And how childish they were. All right, what is the advice here? Yeah, The advice is that you had to sacrifice this. You gained a new perspective because you showed up high vibrational, regal, somebody that is multifaceted, can do a lot of things very well, somebody that is highly thought of, nurturing, and you made an offer to somebody to plant seeds that were very fertile. Like anything that you nurtured, Midas touch energy, it would have grown into something. And the proof is in the pudding, is what I'm hearing. But somebody sacrificed you and didn't give you what you deserved, and left home, or they affected your stability somehow, or there was a canceled celebration because they didn't want to give you what you deserve. You could have been dealing with a karmic twin flame. You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. This is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. A distorted masculine with shifty values, very corrupt, somebody that has criminal tendencies. It's like you're the one with these good ideas. You're very self-motivated here. And so you don't mind being alone. You just want clarity and the truth. And what's being unveiled to you is somebody here is extremely overbearing. Like, for real. They could be, they could have done something excessively. And it's like, you also could have been dealing with childish competition energies. But there is no competing where there is no comparing. You're nothing like this person. You have a title. You could be a career businesswoman or somebody that is just very divine here. And this is like a Femme Fatale energy. This is a Bex with the Hexen, somebody that's very witchy. Okay? And this is what's being unveiled. There's something being unveiled about a very abusive betrayal. Somebody tried to annihilate you at all costs. You were left out in the cold. You were held back from. Somebody tried to hold you back from moving forward on top of it. So not only did they stab you in the back, probably with multiple people involved, trying to cause you permanent destruction. That's why the devil's coming out. This is a feminine. They wanted to end you, babes. So there's a Bex with the Hex in reverse. This could be an Aries or a Pisces or a Capricorn, potentially, or a Pisces. Yeah, I'm getting Pisces. Or a Libra. They caused a catastrophe with lies. They viewed you as a threat. So yeah, they wanted to annihilate you. It keeps coming out. It's because they know that you're going to be successful, very successful. So in order to cause some kind of strain to a relationship, they could have love bombed or manipulated somebody. The hope is, or the fear is, depending on who's reading this is that somebody's going to catch somebody. Somebody could have tried to sabotage the energy or steal somebody's energy or steal somebody's ideas or creativity. This gives me energy harvesting. It's like they wanted to be you instead of you. Yeah, because of your good karma. This person, whatever they did to you, while you're heading towards peace and calmer waters, and you're leaving the situation, they ruined their life, okay? They feel like they ruined their life. They wanted to end your generational wealth, your success, your reputation is what I'm hearing. They didn't want you to get married. They didn't want you to have anything. You noticed that. As soon as you were moving forward into being an empress, that's when the fuck shit appeared. So somebody manipulated plans. This was a hidden enemy here. But you weren't going to be part of this competition. Yeah, this is gold foil. I love these cards. They're beautiful, right? I think I have that deck. Yeah. They are a little bit slippery, so you have to shuffle them a certain way, I found. Is most beneficial. Yeah, this is somebody who doesn't have boundaries or didn't want you to fight for yourself. So this is somebody who tried to chip away at your self-esteem. They tried to get you to hate yourself or to feel like you weren't worth fighting for. They tried to get you to abandon self. This is going to be a huge backfire because instead of doing that, you had territorial integrity and you have not moved from your post. And it's like it took all the energy you had almost is what I'm hearing. Somebody's very stressed because now somebody misses somebody from the past. There's still this unconditional love here. So if you're not going to get it from somebody from the past, you're going to get it from somebody else. And so these toxic friends and third parties that you've been disillusioned about, who left you out in the cold to try to awaken a lack of confidence in yourself, to try to make you feel left out of something or on the outside of the wall, is what I'm hearing. Somebody who oppressed you and did something reckless and hasty. As soon as things were moving forward, accelerating for you, productivity, as soon as that happened, all of a sudden, it was like you were being juggled or manipulated, and it wasn't a dream come true. There was conflict. There was abusive energy around healing. It's all because somebody didn't want a lie to be illuminated. They didn't want to be judged. They didn't want to be held accountable for something. So they literally threw you under the bus. And this childishness led to a closed out cycle, because it's like what's being unveiled here is somebody was clinging to the past. It was injustice. There's no love here. It was just somebody was being a dictator and malicious and holding back from you and holding on to something. Now, a King of Wands is seeing you as a missed opportunity, and they feel stuck because you've left this hostility, this aggressive energy, and you're still committed to what you're committed to, and they don't want to see that. But they have to, because you haven't left your post. You're not backing down from this bully, this oppressor, this violent energy, this scattered energy, this selfish. I'm getting heavy Taurus energy here. Gemini, Aries. Yeah, you saw that somebody was watching your forward movement. That maybe you were going to be a mother for some of you. You were going to be you're a divine feminine. You were moving forward in your reputation and your boss energy. And somebody here lied because they viewed you as a threat, didn't trust their better judgment, because instead of falling victim to this, whatever this is, the scenario we'll call it, you have returned to a happy headspace. You have hope and joy in your life again. You've restored your peace, your mental peace, and you have plans, and now you're very guarded. So somebody can't penetrate your boundaries, and they have to give up on this plan here, whatever it is. Yeah, you saw that somebody is just extremely, they need to do inner shadow work, inner child wounds here for sure. Somebody could have been juggling you, a ex-lover. They didn't want you to look into something. They didn't want you to be seen. They didn't want you to be seen, or they didn't want you to see that they had an ex-lover involved. Something was a lie. Somebody just didn't put the work in. That's what really happened. That's the truth. It had to do with your energy and how much of a leader you are. Whether you're feminine or masculine, you're coming out as an emperor. And it's like you have control over your life. They didn't like that because they haven't put the work in, and they didn't want to recognize you because it made them feel chaotic. There was discord here over you getting what you deserve. You're an empress or an emperor. You're supposed to get what you deserve. Now, somebody that's lower tier than you, as in spiritually, and mature-wise, a King of Wands, somebody that's very good-looking, they want to restore something with you, but this is somebody who lied about they abused your credibility. They were manipulative. They were false. They love-bombed you. They didn't offer you true love. That's what's being unveiled. That's why the cycle closed out. This is a bad backfire because you're still holding your position. And now this person feels unstable. Or they don't have stability in their life anymore. You were the stability. They're thinking about this passionate, lusty energy. They're thinking about how you're able to move forward anyway. And this is just like, they feel like they ruined their life by not having boundaries. They feel like they literally ruined their shit, y'all. They should have had boundaries. They have to give up on this. They have no ground to stand on. It is what it is. That's what I'm getting. Yep. It was all a waste of time. This is a reap what you sow energy. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 7-7 out here. 777 out here, all in reverse. Somebody ruined their life. They cursed themselves for 7 years is what I'm hearing. With these third parties and these toxic friends. Damn. Woo! Look at this. You moving forward is a nightmare. You being in control of your life is a nightmare. You moving on without them is a nightmare. Because you have all the resources that you need to make whatever it is that you're manifesting into fruition. You can pull things out from the 5D into the 3 and make them actually happen. You have that magic. You have that spiritual backing. You're a magician in the upright. Wow, somebody's really stressed because they sacrificed a Queen of Pentacles, and they're seeing now that without you, they feel homeless, they don't have stability, and they missed out on a real opportunity to work with somebody who has their life together, somebody very successful. Wow, you could be destined to be rich, y'all. You're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. I mean, you could be good all on your own, y'all. This person is watching you. They're daydreaming. They're so attracted to you. They feel like, oh my god, I missed out. I really did. Unless this is another masculine, this is making them feel very insecure. A karmic bitter feminine could be a Libra for some of you, or a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Because, and a Bex with the Hex. Wow, you have a Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a different deck too. Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, a coven of dark vibrational witches watching you win at a childhood dream, watching you go towards peace. Even though you missed out on an opportunity and you didn't get what you deserved in a relationship, you're still moving forward in this energy. Yeah, because you're the Ace of Wands. This is a new fresh start, new desires, new motivation, new attraction, new energy, new creative ideas, new passion. With new passion. I mean, my goodness, what a great energy. Now these people are stuck because of your balance and because you're committed to your happiness and you're making plans. These people feel on the outside. This is how they tried to make you feel. They wanted you on the outside of the wall. Meanwhile, you were the one with the Ace of Wands. You're the one with the magic. You're the one with the magic. Now somebody's stuck. An ex-lover because they waited too long to do something. Yep. And they're looking at their own trap. They feel trapped. They could be playing victim. They could be in a woe is me energy. And it's because of what they're seeing. You're moving forward. Yeah, you're moving. Double confirmation. Chariot and the 3 of Wands, you're moving forward without them. Damn, dudes. They were watching to see if you would be their victim, if you would martyr yourself, if you would be trapped and stuck. But they're looking at their own trap. And somebody's watching them too. So somebody's watching them and they're watching them be trapped in their own trap is what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm getting from this. People are watching them play victim or be in a victim mentality or be trapped, watching you move forward. Look at this energy. Oh my god. This is what they sacrificed? Oh, ooh wee, y'all. These people have a new perspective about you. I don't know if they'll ever tell you that, but I mean, it's undeniable. This is amazing energy. It isn't love. These are people that have a hard time celebrating other people's wins, especially if it's not them that's in the seat of winning. It's like this, you dealt with a corrupt masculine that's a bad businessman, very this person could want to take some kind of action now, but it's like they're stuck. They're literally trapped. They could even be facing jail time for some of you. It just depends. They could feel like they could end up going to jail because of the actions they took or didn't take. It's like you restored your financial stability is what I'm seeing. You restored your taking care of yourself, regal energy here. And you're leaving, and now this is making somebody feel extremely insecure, or maybe even multiple people here. Yeah, this Queen of Cups especially in reverse. This Queen of Wands, here they are again. 3 witches. I'm always shuffling, guys. Here they are again. They're seeing people that working with you, like-minded people, and it's making them feel unstable because these people didn't want you to be worked with or recognized. They didn't want you to be on the inside or have a community acceptance or support, but they're literally watching it happen before their eyes. They literally are watching. Your transformation is like huge and undeniable. Look, what did I just say? Your transformation. Your Queen of Pentacles now coming out as the Empress. And all of these witchy bitchy sisters, or whatever the fuck they are, this coven is watching you. Even though you were left out in the cold and there was an ending here, you're still gonna get what you deserve. Ah! They wanted to destroy you. They wanted to destroy your title, where you sit at in society, but they couldn't. They attacked your relationship. I do know that. They're caught trying to sabotage you, leaving you out in the cold on the outside of the wall here, trying to put you in a very bad financial position, I'm hearing, for some of you. Ooh-wee. Literally, they something was a lie. They did this all based on envy. My God. Or because these could be like spiritual haters. Maybe it had to do with your desires. They wanted you to leave behind your own desires. Yikes. Haters. Top tier. Haters. Yeah, these are all very childish energies, yo. They didn't, yeah. Dealing with a ex-lover of yours, the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Somebody thinks it's unfair that you're going to have this unconditional love, or that somebody from the past misses you and they're wanting to go on their own now. But they think it's unjust, this childhood dream that you have, or this unconditional love energy that you emanate. They think it's unfair. Like, what? You're dealing with children. What the fuck? What do you mean it's unfair? Look at your energy. Of course you're not going to cultivate that environment. Yeah, you're leaving. Anywhere where you don't get what you deserve, anywhere where there's breadcrumbs, you're outie. Outie McRowdy, y'all. Re-rowdy. Outie re-rowdy. Okay, for real. And these people are just stuck with their bad karma, but they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. They're stuck. Double confirmation. 2 swords in reverse. Because of your independence and your stability. That's what I'm getting. That's your last reading, y'all. Love you guys. Strongest energy's coming out. Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius, Cancer. Distorted water sign masculine. Taurus, Scorpio. Taurus and Libra again. Could be significant.